Miss Leslie, okay? And bring your notebooks. Have you got your notebooks? Good job. They're right back there against the wall in case you didn't see them. Right back there, sweet buddy. All right, as they come, I'll remind all of us, here, let's have a seat right here and face Miss Leslie, that during this time, Sunday school, the children learn about faith, how to experience faith, what faith is based on. But here on the altar every Sunday, they learn how to defend their faith. And so today, let's see if we remember. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay. Are you ready? And family, are y'all ready to say it with them? All right. How do we know that the Bible is truth? Apologetics, apologetics. Good job. And what's our plan? What are our 5 tools that we use for apologetics to help us know that the Bible speaks truth? Are you ready? Archaeology, prophecy, longevity, anthropology, and then there's nature. All right, awesome. Great job, guys. And I want you to open to the first A, the A part of A plan, and it's archaeology, and your last page in under the A. Good job. I see it. Good job. Last page under A. There you go. There you go. Good job. Oh, Joshua, you had yours? Here we go. That's why it's not in there. There you are, buddy. We're learning, huh? Miss Leslie is coming prepared. Okay, did you find it, Case? You did. Okay. Chris, do you have yours, buddy? Here's one. Okay? Good job. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, here you go. Good job, sweet girl. Okay, angels, just look at it for right now, and our church family is going to look with you, and they're going to do it up on the screen, all right? Okay, we're ready, all right, for the next one, Miss Jen. Okay, now, look at Miss Leslie's eyes right now, okay? Look at my eyes, eyes. Oh, okay, here you go, sweet girl. Take that one. I'm going to show you where it is. It's right here. There you go, Alana. Okay, good, you got it. All right, but right now look at Miss Leslie's eyes, all right? Now, about 100 years ago, a man was studying ancient manuscripts, real super duper old manuscripts that were written on papyrus. And do you know what he was actually called? This is a mouthful. A papyrologist. Can you say it? A papyrologist. And as he was studying the as the papyrologist was studying the papyrus, he said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This little scrap right here was about this big, you guys, okay? Look at Miss Leslie's hands, about this big." He said, "That is from the book of John." And he studied it, and he studied it, and he found out some amazing things about it. So, Chris, look at Miss Leslie, and let me tell you about it. Good question. John Charles said, "Is that from John the Baptist?" Nope. It was from John, the beloved disciple, one of Jesus' disciples. And we have 4 Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Good job. That's exactly right. And so I want to make sure you know, in this Bible, I mean, guys, this is the coolest thing ever. Family, everybody, we actually have right here words that John, the beloved disciple of Jesus, wrote. And I want to tell you when he wrote them. He wrote the book of John in here. He wrote it, okay, 2,000 years ago. All right, now look up here. There's John to the left. He's the one on the left. Peter's the one on the right, the real young-looking one. Yes?
The white and black. Yes.
Good question. He's the one in the white. Thank you. That's a good way to say it. He was the very youngest disciple, okay? So that was when Jesus had died, and he rose again, and he appeared to John and Peter, and they were so beyond excited they could hardly stand it, so they were running to go tell everybody Jesus is alive. Okay, so years passed, and the disciples were being killed because the government did not want them to talk about Jesus as their king, okay? That was rude. Yeah, that was very bad, rude. And so about the time John the Baptist was 80 years old, do you see the picture of John, the beloved disciple? See the picture on the right? Yep, the real old guy. That's the young guy 50 years later. Okay? And he was exiled. He's the only disciple, angels, who was not killed for his faith. But they did exile him, and I'm going to show you where in a minute, far, far away to an island called Patmos. And on that island, he wrote this book, and the book of John, because he wanted people to know, look, I'm telling you the truth. Jesus really is the Son of God. He is the Messiah. All right, so now watch what happened. Okay, we're ready, Miss Jen. This is the actual piece of paper that Mr. Collins found that was from the book of John. And look, you're not going to believe this. Do you know what that piece of paper says on it? It's from the book of John, and it's when Pilate had just asked him, who are you? Are you really the king? And Jesus said, look, I'm not the king of this world. I'm the king of what? Yeah, of heaven on earth, of God's kingdom, right here on earth, right? Okay, so look up there and see if you can we're going to all read it. This is what Jesus' response was to Pilate, and this is the oldest piece of the New Testament that we have, this one little fragment. And listen to what it says. Okay, are you ready? Let's read it all together. This is Jesus talking, okay? I was born and came into the world to testify to the truth. All who love the truth recognize that what I say is true. Now, you all, that's amazing. That is the one piece that is the very oldest piece of the New Testament that we actually have. Now, let me tell you what was happening with all the archaeologists. Are you ready? Can you watch, Miss Leslie? Here we go. There were people that during that time, up until about 100 years ago, and many were saying, there's no way that John could have written the gospel. And do you know why they said that? Are you ready? Do you want to know? Are you ready? Okay, all right. They said because actually the oldest piece of evidence that we have of the Bible it comes about 120 years after John died. So there's no way that even though the Bible and even though tradition has taught us that John really did write John, there's no way. We're smarter. We know better. But then when they found this piece of paper, let me show you where they found it. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, see up there at the top, Mr. Lonnie, you got your little thingy? Nope. Okay, here it is. Good. Okay, see, that's Patmos. Okay, that's where he was exiled, way over there. And then if you come down, all the way down to Egypt, that's about 2,000 miles on land, all right? If you go from Patmos to Egypt. Well, he wrote it in Patmos. He wrote it, and 35 years later, 25 years later, actually, that piece of paper was down there in Egypt, okay? And so that piece of paper was only 25 years older than when John wrote it. which is not far at all. And what they did, remember we've talked about this, how they would write the letter and they would copy it and copy it and copy it and copy it. Well, it took that 35 years. Those copies traveled all of those thousands of miles, being distributed to new churches and new churches and new churches, and it landed there in Egypt. So do you know what's happened now? Now, just about everybody says, son of a gun. We believe that John actually did write the Bible. Just like tradition has taught us, just like the scriptures have taught us, he really did write it. So angels, look at Miss Leslie, please. This is super duper important. With mommy and daddy sometime, the book of John is an amazing book in the Bible. Amazing. And ask them to read it with you, okay? And keep remembering that this was Jesus' best friend. And he actually wrote these actual words while he was exiled from all the people because he wanted everybody to know that Jesus really is who he says he is. It's amazing. So one of the things that Jesus said, it's what Mr. James Adams sang with us today, was Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And whoever comes to me, and no man comes to the Father except through me. Now there is another thing that Jesus said, and he said, love, who did he say to love? Love one another as I have loved you. Good job. So our children want to show you love today because all of you have mamas, and every single one of you, and they have been working on love today in Sunday school, and they want to show love to you today by giving you a carnation. So precious angels, can you go do that for them right now? Ready? Go.